There are two kinds of people watching this video right now. Group one thinks that building a trading bot is nearly impossible. You looked it up once, you saw Python, you saw APIs, you saw all of these moving pieces, and you were like, you know what? I have no idea how to code. I have no idea how this process works. I'm not going to do it. Group two thinks that the problem is already solved. With new things like agentic trading, all you have to do is connect your trading account to some sort of AI platform, some sort of AI agent, tell it what to do, and it's going to make you money in your sleep, and you don't have to click any buttons. But watch what happens to each group. Group number one, they never start. They looked it up. Too hard, I'm not doing it. Group two starts immediately, funds an account, and then hands the keys over to something that's never been tested. It may not have defined rules and no record of a single trade that it's ever placed in the past. So group two ends up finding out the expensive way. But it all comes back to the same question that both groups get stuck on. How hard is it to actually build a trading bot? And as someone with experience, I'll tell you that's the wrong question to be asking. Building the trading bot is not the hard part anymore. So let's define what building a trading bot that works actually means. To most people watching this video, a bot that works is a trading bot that makes money. But that is the output. That's not necessarily the part that you control as much as you think. What you control are the inputs. And specifically, there are 5 of them that I want to talk about in this video. Verification, testing, real diversification, control over your settings, and a broker connection that actually works that you can walk away from. If you get all 5 of these inputs right, well, now you've given yourself a real shot. Get any one of these wrong, and it doesn't matter how good the strategy looks, you could lose money and you might not know why. So by the end of this video, you're going to understand all 5 of those inputs, and I'll show you exactly how to set each one of them up into a working trading bot. Input number 1 is verification. Anybody can post a screenshot. Anybody you follow on the internet can tell you how good they're trading, but is it actually verified? And the same exact thing goes for a trading strategy you find online. If you find some sort of strategy, some sort of logic, we can look up a backtest. It could look amazing, but is that strategy backtest actually verified? Who's checking it? Where's the data coming from? And can we trust that data? This is probably the most expensive mistake people make. If the track record cannot be verified, you may as well toss the track record out the window. Input number 2 is testing. Verification tells you how someone else's strategy has traded in the past and how it has traded in live conditions. But testing can tell you how your trading strategy actually trades. So this is where if you were to build out your strategy, you build out the code, you test it, you use Python, you test it in PineScript, you test it with TradingView backtesting. You're going to get a view of the past, how it has traded, how it would have traded if you were to trade this asset with this strategy under this conditions in this time frame. What forward testing does is it takes that trading strategy and it says, keep the logic the same. But now, instead of giving us a backtest and telling us how it hypothetically would have traded if all the stars lined up the way my settings or the time frame that I'm selecting looks, tell me how it trades live. Tell me when this trade fires, log those trades, verify the trades, and let's see how that performance looks 1 week, 1 month, dare I even say 1 year down the line. This part takes time because you can't speed up the process. In a backtest, you can go back as far as you want, but a forward test relies upon live market conditions. So if your strategy fires every day, well, great, you're going to have data every single day, and over a period of time, you're going to have more and more data that you can make decisions based off of. You can see if it's actually working or if it's not working. If it fires once a week, it's going to take you longer to gather more and more data on your strategy to see how it actually works and how it actually trades over time. But what you're looking for here is that the logic holds up. What you designed, what someone else designed, however it came to be, it's holding up in live trading conditions. That's the whole point of this step. The third input is real diversification. Where a lot of new automated traders find problems right now is they realize that they cannot actually diversify their trading bots. They'll either have to make multiple trading bots, it gets complicated, I have to have multiple accounts, and I can't easily consolidate different trading strategies into one place because anyone who's traded manually understands this. Your strategy just won't work every single day all the time. You might have periods of time where you fall out of alignment with the market conditions. I know I notice this all the time. I would have a strategy that works, and don't get me wrong, when you blend it out, it didn't do bad. It was profitable. but there will be periods and sometimes months at a time where it just would not work and fell out of alignment. So wouldn't it be great if you can have multiple trading strategies that do different things, that will fall in and out of alignment with the market conditions at different times, and so you blend that together into a more consistent trading bot that will not have these huge volatile periods of losing tons of money, then making tons of money. That's a component of risk management, and that's what's going to keep your trading bot alive with real funds a lot longer. Input number 4 is controls. There is still a level of manual control that is important with these trading bots, because if you have a trading bot and something breaks, you want to be able to go in and quickly make the adjustment. You don't want it to keep trading or have that broken piece of the puzzle fall out of your trading bot that then forces you into a period of suffering that you may not have had to do if you could simply have realized it and made the adjustment on the fly. For example, you have a version of a breakout trading strategy. Over time, you update it, you back test it, you Monte Carlos test it, you figure out, hey, you know what? What logic I had was okay, but now I've got something even better. And now you want to make that replacement. That's what I mean by controls. And the last input is the broker connection. You want the ability to connect to a broker that you can rely upon, a broker that's not going to disconnect from your trading bot, a broker that's going to actually execute the trades for you automatically so that when your logic fires, when your strategies fire, when you give the signs to do this, do that, you're going to get in the trades quickly, you're going to get out of the trades quickly, and you're not going to have to worry about checking in every single second of every single day to make sure it's executing the trades properly. So now we have the 5 inputs, you understand the framework. Let's walk through each of those inputs step by step in a live build out example. Okay, so I am logged into my account on AlphaInsider.com. You can see my trading bots at the top. We've got a paper alpaca trading bot, and we have a live hyperliquid trading bot. The alpaca one trades stocks, and the hyperliquid one trades crypto. You can make an account for free. I will leave a link to AlphaInsider below, but we're going to walk through every single step of the process, and I'll explain to you why this site is so important, and it's crucial to each part of the process. The first part is finding verified trading strategies, verified data you can actually rely upon. So right now on AlphaInsider, there's over 5,000 trading strategies and rapidly growing that are all being tracked by a third party, verified, live in real time. So what you can do is you can click onto any strategy and open it up and see all of the timeline, all of the trade data, all the reports, all the timestamps. And what you can do is then you can verify the performance over time. So this strategy is up 108% over the past year, which is amazing. It's blowing away the average market returns, and we can see it's been trading Google stock only. We could look into a description, and we can even find a link to find this strategy on TradingView if we want to look deeper into how the logic works. But whether there is a description, whether you understand how the logic works, the point of this website is this website tracks everything in real time. There are third-party data feeds that are tracking every single one of the strategies that you see on this website, so we get to verify all the trades. All of these dots are verified trades. We can see this strategy is up 56% over the past 1 year, and it is currently in Apple, and it's up 14% on that position. So if we do not have a strategy, and we're not sure where to go, and we're looking around and we're saying, well, there's this guy on Twitter, there's this guy on YouTube, I'm learning all these different things, that's great. They might be valuable. They might be amazing. But are they verified, and can you verify it? If you can't verify the track record, you're taking a risk. Could the strategy work? Yes. Could it also not work? Yes. And does a verified strategy performance indicate future returns? No, it doesn't either. So from here, you can take strategies that you like, click on subscribe, and then build out a massive list of subscriptions that you have strategies all in here that you like, that seem interesting, or that might be something you want to add to a trading bot down the road. This way you can keep them all in one place. Okay, great. So now we're building out our collection of trading strategies. The next component is if you want to bring in your own strategy, can we actually forward test it? You might go on to TradingView and you might come up with some sort of back test that looks like this. It's positive, it's up and to the right, it's making money. You're like, wow, my trading strategy, my logic looks great. That's great. It's a back test. What we can now do is we can actually take this back test, click on the 3 dots, click on add alerts. Now we can create an alert, go to our portfolio tab on AlphaInsider, click on new strategy, name the strategy, put a hypothetical starting balance, click on stocks or crypto based on what it trades, then make it public or private. If you don't want anyone to see it, you can make it private. You'll then come to a page like this, except there will be no trades on your chart. You're going to go to the 3 dots, to the connections tab, and then you're going to follow the steps on this screen right here, which is really just adding in the webhook URL, going down to notifications on TradingView, and adding that webhook URL right there. Then going to message, copying the message here, pasting it on TradingView, make sure the strategy ID is correct. It should be. The stock ID we'll have to edit, leverage, and the API token. The stock ID just determines what it trades, and the API token allows you to connect it to AlphaInsider. So now, every single time that this trade strategy fires, it's going to get sent here, and we can track it in real time. This is what's called forward testing. So we don't actually have to put live funds behind it. We can hypothetically put a starting balance and say, okay, give us $1,000 on the strategy and let's see how it trades over time. And then we get to verify the trades as they come in right here. We can see performance. Then we can go back to the backtest and see, okay, are we trading like the backtest? Is everything working properly? If there are any issues, repainting, you're overly curve fit, your alert was wrong, you had the strategy set up on a different time frame, you made a mistake, you can figure all of that out before you put live funds behind it. So whether you want to build your own strategy from scratch with PineScript, whether you find somebody else's strategy on TradingView, you want to build off what somebody else gave you, or you want to watch your favorite influencers' videos, take all those videos, transcribe them, put all of that into AI and tell AI to build out this person's trading strategy in PineScript so I can then backtest it and then I can send it to AlphaInsider in a forward test. You can do all of that, but now you've got a way to verify the performance of your trading strategies. Now, once I've got to this point where I've either got a collection of strategies that are verified, I've got my own that are verified, I want to now build out a portfolio or a trading bot where I can allocate portions of my trading accounts to these individual strategies so it diversifies my trading strategies. I'll go up to the top, click on auto trade, and depending upon what you're trading, so in this case, this strategy trades crypto, I'll then click on new broker connection. I'll choose from a list of brokers, which I'll talk more about in just a minute. But with each of these, you only require a $100 minimum and the connection is verified. But then you'll get to a page that looks like this. So you'll see the trading strategy that you want to add to a trading bot and you'll see a 0. You now have the ability to set how much of your trading account you'd like to allocate to this trading bot. So let's say that I wanted to go ahead with 30% into this trading strategy. I can then click on save. Now I'll see the live balance of my trading account and I'll have my trading strategy at the bottom. So right now I've got 30% allocated to this trading strategy. Now let's say I wanted to add in new allocations, let's say from verified trading strategies, my own stuff, whatever. Click on new allocations. This will allow you to sort through your subscriptions and your current portfolio. So for example, this is one that I want to add. Let's go ahead and add 30% to this one. Then this one right here, I want to add 40% to. My remaining percentage is 0. So now I've got 3 strategies that all do different things and I can allocate accordingly so I can split up how my trading bot trades them and I'm not going to be all in on one strategy. I can even set a dollar amount if I'd like to as well. But now click on save. It's going to automatically rebalance my trading bot. So any active positions that are live, it'll take them for me. Then it waits for the next trades to fire and it takes care of that all for me. The 4th input is controls. On this page, I can turn the trading bot on or off as I'd please. I can turn on alerts. I can go to my settings. I can increase, decrease leverage. I can set the maximum slippage on any given order, and I can change some additional settings here as well. On this page, I can easily come in, edit my allocations by hitting the pencil icon and going in and dropping my allocations down 30%. Maybe I want to go down 20% here. Then maybe I want to go to add allocations and add in something new that I either found or I was working on. I mentioned before the broker connection, the 5th input. Now this is very important because if you have a broker that you cannot rely upon, that does not do this and that does not allow you to send trade information from a different party to the broker, and there's a background or a roundabout way to do it, you could have major issues on the reliance of this strategy. So the reason why AlphaInsider right now has Alpaca as the broker, it's because Alpaca makes it very, very easy for trade automations to be set up through AlphaInsider. So if you want to automate stocks, Alpaca is literally the best place to do it right now. And if you wanted to automate crypto, these 3 brokers, Hyperliquid, Bitfinex, and Binance, are the 3 best at the moment. But Hyperliquid may require a VPN if you are in a location that does not support it at the moment. Using one of these brokers ensures that when trades fire off here, we get the signal and it needs to get sent to the broker immediately to take the trade. It gets sent immediately and the order gets placed nearly instantaneously. Just pay attention to the top of the screen where you may have to update your API keys, which will allow for that seamless flow from trades firing on the trading strategies inside your trading bot to your actual brokerage account. As long as those keys are up to date, you're going to be good to go. Now, your trading bot is going to have losing weeks. You just saw the example of mine, ups and downs, but it's been up and to the right. The difference is that when it loses, you should know exactly why. I can look into the strategies that are performing, the ones that are not, and then decide, is it within its normal range? Is this normal? And do I need to make adjustments, or is there potentially a bigger problem where this strategy may be falling out of alignment with the market and I might want to bring something else in? And the alternative here is losing a bunch of money and not knowing why. Not seeing the verification, not seeing the trade history, not seeing the data behind the scenes. That is the actual upgrade here. Your job goes from trying to predict the market to now just managing a system. And that is how you build a trading bot that actually works. The link to AlphaInsider is below this video. You can find everything you need there. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And if you want to stick around for future videos, we've got a really interesting series coming out where I'm building out a full-blown trading bot with AI, having it make the strategies, adjust them, improve the trading strategies, put them all into a trading bot like this, test them, verify them, and then we're going to put real money behind it and see how it trades over time. Stay tuned for that, and happy trading.